Okay, this video is to show you how to set up green screen for the guests who select the background. Okay, and it's set up for green screen as normal green screen, not using the background removal services, which is actually the best way to do it because you don't need a green screen behind you. I don't have a green screen behind me, so basically if I did, it would be green like this behind me, okay, an actual green screen. There's a folder, okay, and so here's how you set it up. First, you go into the main settings, and the main settings are here, and you would go into Photo Booth. Under Photo Booth, change over Photo Booth, okay. In Photo Booth, you go to Guest Selection, and you first select the Change Background Screen, okay? You can set it up to 6 different ones, or 4, or 3, or 2, or 1. I set it up for 6 because I put up 6 different background images for it, okay? Then once you've got that set, you go into the green screen background down at the bottom, and you have only the backgrounds you want to be available. I named them 1 of 6, 2 of 6, and 3 of 6, all the way up to 6 of 6. Okay? Each one of these backgrounds is slightly different because the layout that I'm going to be using is kind of a Halloween layout, and I wanted to give it something a little different for a Halloween layout. Okay? So you set it up for those 6 different ones. Now, how do you set it up for those? You have to add a background. And in this case, I'm going to add a background, and I'm going to call it Test 2. Okay? I click on OK, and it immediately opens up to a folder where I've got backgrounds. Okay? You would go to whatever folder you have with background images that are the size that you want to, that are the style that you want to use. Okay, in this case, I'm going to pick this one here. It has to be 1800 by 1200. I select that one and I click open. It adds that background. Okay, right now it's disabled. You would set it for individual photos 1, 2, 3, and 4. In this case, we're going to have one background that's on all of the photos in the layout, okay? It'll automatically mirror it, and it'll automatically apply it to the photo, and it makes it a red heart, okay? So when you click on here, you'll now see right below my 6, it has the test, okay? But that's how you add them, and you would add number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, or whatever, okay? So I've done that, but I'm going to turn the red heart off on this one. I'm going to go all the way back up to the top to the first one. So the only 6 that I have that have a red heart is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The ones below it do not have a red heart. Okay? So that's selected. Once that's selected, and you've already set up this guest selection for the background, you would need to switch over to the camera settings. Okay, now that we got it set up in the main settings, we need to make sure we have it set up in the camera settings. So you go into the camera settings. Over here in the camera settings, you will see that we have the green screen down here. You need to select either photo only or photo preview. Or an easier way would be the background removal service. But for now, we're just setting it up for a regular green screen. Background removal service is the best and easiest way to do it with Background BG as the service. Okay, but we're going to go into here. Photo and preview I'm going to set it up for. And you'll notice in the background I got little speckles because I don't have a background screen behind me. Since I don't have a background screen, I have a green colored folder that's the background that's showing up in the back, would show up behind me, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that, and then it says select the background, okay? In the background, okay, all the ones with a red heart will be the selected ones, okay? There are more in mine than yours, but the ones with the red heart will be the ones that are selected. And as number 1, I'm going to select that one. That will be the one that defaults to the selection. Okay, so once I've selected that, I am all set there. So now when I close the camera settings and start a session by pressing the button, it pops up the 6 backgrounds that I had set up. And the one I had selected as the default background is that one. That will be put on all of the photos in the layout. If I selected this one, that would be selected for all of the photos in the layout. The same as any one of these, because you're selecting one background for all the photos. Okay? So I'm going to select this one here. No, I'm going to select this big guy here. And I hit next. Once I hit next, I don't have a green screen background. Okay?
Get ready.
But you'll see that it changed my background to put this guy
1.
Say cheese.
in the background. Okay?
2,
Now,
1.
I don't have proper lighting for this.
Say cheese.
So let me see if I can do it a little differently here.
3, 2,
Last one.
1.
I got too much light on mine. Okay.
2,
Green
1.
screen is not a simple process. Okay?
Last one.
I'm getting a glare.
Wait a minute.
2, 1.
Okay, that's a little better, and that's the 3 photos.
Wait a
And
minute.
then the layout, depending on how you have it set it up. And I've got mine set up to not automatically print, so it brings up the layout showing, do you want to print? Yours would automatically print the layout with proper lighting and better photos. I'm going to skip that. Now it will show the individual photos. It saves it to send later if you've got that set up. This was the first photo, which was bad. This was the second photo, which was bad. So like I said, it's not my booth right here. My desktop computer that I'm using for this is not set up for green screen. So that's pretty much how you set it up to set up the selections. Any questions, let me know.